Now then, people, good morning and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. Huge update now on Jack Harrison. Everton's transfer plans for Jack Harrison have been confirmed. Of course, he's enjoyed a successful loan spell at Everton from Leeds United. Leeds United on the cusp of the Premier League after drawing 0-0 with Norwich. Need to be at Metalham Road, then we're in the final. Well, could that see a return for Jack Harrison? Well, it could well do. Reason being, 777, the proposed takeover, there's issues. They need to sort out things financially. They could be set for administration, etc. Sean Dyche has been asked, though, about Jack Harrison, and he is hopeful that Everton will be able to explore the possibility of bringing Jack Harrison back to Goodison Park on a permanent deal. The 27-year-old has been a key part of Everton's attack this season, featuring in a massive 29 Premier League games, despite a campaign that started and will end with injury. Sean Dyche has been full of massive amounts of praise for Jack Harrison following the win over Sheffield United, and has said that they are assessing the club's financial picture to see whether or not there is a potential for a deal, and it is an ongoing process. It does make me laugh when Everton fans are talking about Gnonto, etc., when there are clear issues with Everton's financial situation where you're having a discussion over whether or not you can get Jack Harrison done, let alone coming to Gnonto or coming to Somerville, I've even seen in my chat. Now, Harrison was unable to take part in the final home game at Everton due to pulling a hamstring in training, but was then on the pitch, was still at the ground, and received, a decent applause, if you like, from the crowd. And Dyche, when asked if he'd received any indication whatsoever about Jack Harrison, he said, we'll wait and see. The first thing we're doing is making sure we're safe, which they are now, okay, not mathematically, but they will be. And then said, I think they've got the fourth best defence in the Premier League over the last few games. Obviously, Jared Braithwaite being a massive part of that, and Jordan Pickford, of course. But he said, we'll wait and see. First thing we're doing, sorting out finances. Then once we're safe, we will re-evaluate the internal truth with the financial side of what we can do. So it will be an ongoing process. The summer, of course, is set to be a challenging one for Everton, with player sales already at the forefront of the new sporting director Kevin Felwell's mind, and with the loan and free market expected to be the first port of call for incomings. So this is what makes me laugh when Everton fans are talking about Gnonto, etc., and coming back in for Gnonto. Even Dyche and Kevin Felwell, the sporting director there, is saying, or the director of football, we need to be looking at the freeze or the loan market. Could it be a situation where they come back for Jack Harrison for another loan? I know if we're in the Championship, that'll work for all parties, I think. But if we're in the Premier League, then it'll be put up or shut up. He's our player, or we're going to sell him elsewhere. Of course, Harrison has earned the trust of Sean Dyche. That goes without saying. He would like to stay. We know this. His mum, wants him to stay. This of two, we do know. But Jack Harrison's future won't be decided by Sean Dyche, won't be decided by Kevin Felwell. It'll be decided whether or not they're going to get any budget, and of course whether or not Leeds return back to the Premier League through the playoffs or not. Because if we do, then we have a massive bargaining chip. We can tell them, nah, you're not taking him, or if you want him, you're going to have to take X amount. So for Everton fans, they're probably wanting us to stay in the Championship. As I said, Dyche said he's done very well just on Jack Harrison as a whole. His tactical understanding is excellent, in twin roles really wide or in the number 10 spot. We know that. We've seen him pop up on a number of occasions for Bielsa. People called him, hot and cold Harrison, inconsistent Harrison. I felt he was our most consistent performer in the Premier League era over the recent time. Sean Dyche sort of echoed them thoughts, saying his work ethic is excellent, which we know. I still think there is more with his talent, because he's very talented and we see it in training regularly, and I've spoken to him about unlocking that. But he did say over the season he's done very well and has been a consistent performer for Everton during that time. And as I say, that doesn't surprise me, because we've seen that while during his time at Leeds United. Another update as well is on Luke Ayling. Now we know Luke Ayling has played his last game at Leeds United, but it turns out there are clubs now rivaling for this guy's signature. It does make me chuckle, I can't lie, because many Leeds fans told me that this guy was League One. They said a bit same about Liam Cooper and stuff. Of course, you're allowed to change your opinion, but it is wild that now not only Middlesbrough but Sheffield United also want Luke Ayling. Sheffield United set to be relegated from the Premier League. Chris Wilder will want to build a squad good enough to bounce straight back. Of course, they're already a Championship squad and a team that I'm not too worried about, if I'm being totally honest, in terms of if Leeds United do stay in the Championship. I'm not too concerned about them over a 46-game season. But Luke Ayling is a 100% Chris Wilder type player. I don't mean that in a negative standpoint, but he likes his fullbacks to get forward, obviously, and we know that Luke Ayling is great at doing that. So Middlesbrough have a battle on their hands now, you know. Both have now made sales pitches to Luke Ayling as they look to sign him on a permanent deal. It'll be interesting to see which way Luke goes, because he might have another shot at the Premier League with Sheffield United. You know, they'll be coming down and saying, look, we've got, you know, Gus Hamer, etc. We've still got some other key players. You know, would you want to join? I think Luke Ayling has a great relationship with Ollie McBurney as well. I think they have a pretty tight friendship, if I do remember correctly. And Ayling obviously has a decision on his hand, because does he look at what Michael Carrick's doing at Middlesbrough and then potentially pushing up the table, or does he look at a team just relegated from the Premier League and say they've got a better chance? It's mad, really, when you think about it, that everyone said this guy was done and now he's got a pick of two potential promotion chasers of next season. Obviously, he signed on a half-season loan at Middlesbrough in January. He's done great. It's been confirmed he will leave Leeds United. There's no shocks there. But like I say, I'm actually buzzing for Luke. I'm buzzing for Luke, the fact that clubs that have ambitions of the Premier League want to take this guy, you know. And of course, Blades were relegated the other week. That's been confirmed. They're now preparing for a season in the Championship. And you know, maybe considered, outside of my opinion, one of the favourites to bounce straight back up. And if Ayling wants one more shot at the Premier League, which is the better club to do? You know, could he look at emerging Borough, who may have a stop-start season like they did this, or a team that's just come down that has genuine aspirations? I personally would say to him, opt for Borough, because I think they're going places. Whereas I'm not too sure Sheffield United's season will go as well as people think it will, if I'm being totally honest. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with Luke Ayling. But as I say, he's got two clubs on his hands, which is great for him. Look, there will be another video dropping later on today or tomorrow, just discussing a potential goalkeeper signing for Leeds United, one that really, really excites me. And of course, it's one that Leeds United will need to assess going into the summer. It's mad how quick my opinions changed on Mez, but you know, the last few weeks have not been great. But listen, as always, smash a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in a bit.